Hello, everyone. I'm Martine Brisson. Welcome. I'm not sure all the quality of the image sometimes is very clear and sometimes it's not. I don't know if it's because I use StreamYard or because I have a cheap Logitech camera. Maybe I should invest a better one. But I'm trying to figure out why sometimes the image is clear and sometimes it's all blurry. Something to think about. I don't know. It's because if it's StreamYard or my camera. Today, I want to speak about all those too much behavior because for me, they're pretty much the same thing. No, too much drinking, too much eating, too much shopping, too much porn, too much drugs, all those too much thing. For me, all pretty much the same thing because they all have the same origin in a sense. Usually, there's two or three emotions behind those too much behaviors. And by the way, there's no shame in having those things. So don't add another layer by adding, oh my God, no, don't do that. Now it just adds more layer. Because actually, it's I will explain a little bit. Like I said, usually there's two or three emotions behind those behaviors that drives those cravings, and that might brings a spike in cortisol, and then we have some cravings or urge towards whatever drug of choice that you have. And really, it's because we have a low tolerance to feel. No, there's one of those emotions that come up. We feel bad, we feel uncomfortable, and then we don't want to feel that way. We think we shouldn't feel this way, and then you did something once and it felt good, and then the brain says, "Ooh, that's a good idea." And the next time I feel that, let's do that to distract from that feeling, and that's poof, the habit just started. Because the brain is also very lazy. So when it's figure out a way, it will bring that back over and over again, and then you'll feel good. No, after let's say eating whole bag of cookies, um, and then you feel good, but then after that the shame comes, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and blah blah blah, and then you had another layer into that. um, but really that's what's happening. The first time you did that, you felt this discomfort, you want it gone, and you want it gone like now. And in order not to feel anything, and that's when the craving comes up. And it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter what your, I call it drug of choice, but it doesn't matter what it is. This is exactly what's happening. And usually is very much like once the brain thinks, oh, what a good idea. Like I said, the program is installed. And the subconscious mind is very much first degrees, right? Sees a trigger, starts a program, sees a trigger, starts a program. It never asks itself, is that a good idea? Is that the right moment? It worked when it was such and such age. Does it still working now? No. It's sees a trigger or feels a trigger and starts the program. And by the time the conscious mind wakes up, you might be your shopping carts on Amazon might be already filled if it's shopping, or whatever else your thing is. But it's not because um, you're weak. So don't add that layer of shame on top of that. Um, like I said, it's just a too much habit. It's not personal. It doesn't mean anything. No, everybody's brain is the same way. Okay, we just don't want to feel. The good news in there, and yes, there is a good news, is that yes, the trigger notices the trigger starts the program, but now you know what's happening. Now you know. It's your brain's attempt to not feel. At that point, you have a choice. There's a choice point between the time the urge comes and the time that you succumb to whatever your habit is. There's a little choice point. No, let's say it's eating. There's a little trick. You could look down, just look down, and ask yourself, am I really hungry? Because you could be thirsty as well, right? We don't drink enough water, so you could be thirsty. You misinterpret it to be hungry. So you look down. Am I really hungry? If it's yes, no, maybe you skipped a meal or whatever, then you can eat something. But if the answer is no, what am I feeling now? Knowing that all feelings come from our thinking. No, we have anxious thinking or stressful thinking. No, it's because we imagine a stressful, anxious future. And then he says, oh, I don't have to believe everything I think. And it can bring you back in the now, right? Also, all feelings are temporary. You're not going to be 5 hours with that feeling. Never happen, right? It's when you choose to come back and choose to put all your attention in, oh, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. But you can go and do something else and not feel it. Yeah, there's a choice point at one point, or not. And if you do, well, now you know it's only a habit and it's nothing to do with you, and you can do better next time because next time you say, oh, yeah, that's my feelings. Oh, I won't die from whatever feelings. Yes, it's going to be, has to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, I guess, but it's for a short while, knowing that has nothing to do with you. And it's your body telling you that, oh, that's where the direction of my thinking is going. And it's to remind you that to come back in the now. But like I said, this only two or three emotions usually. Uh, Pretty much the same emotion for everybody. The same two or three that drives the feelings. But those feelings, and if it's one of the problems that you have, right? You can drop me a line. How I can work with you or help you. Um, get rid of that in a sense. And also, as usual, if there's something that you want me to talk about, just feel free to drop me a line. Happy to answer your question because each time I had a question, I make sure that I answer it. Okay, so on that, have a good rest of your day. Cheers.